Yo, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to Silent Podcast, the place where everything but silent. Here we are for episode 3 of the Isaiah and Nicole podcast, or show, whatever you want to call it. This is a Sunday morning. Not really. It's like 1:58, so it's actually the afternoon. But we're here just to chat. If you haven't been here before, there's no synopsis. We just kind of talk about what's been going on in our lives. And you may or may not want to listen to it. So, without further ado, I have my amazing co-host here, Nicole Horn. Nicole, what's going on, my friend?
Feels good to be back. I'm another year older. I don't know if I'm another year wiser yet. Yeah, it was my birthday week, Virgo
Mm-hmm.
season. So just taking in all the birthday love. I don't know. Like the attention's overwhelming, it gets to you, but you know what? I like the attention, so it's good.
Nicole, it feels like I haven't seen you since like you were like a year younger. Like it's so crazy.
I mean, I haven't showered since I was 23 years old, Isn't that crazy?
How was your
Wild.
birthday? Give me the rundown on the birthday events. I want to know everything.
I mean, if this hangover is saying anything, this hangover is like my personal 7 years war. Like I'm
Okay.
fighting for my life. I woke up this morning and I crawled to the kitchen sink to get myself a glass of tap water. It's been a moment, but lots of drinking. We've been playing cornhole. That is definitely an activity of my ancestors, the Caucasians. We love some cornhole.
Okay.
And we also, just lots of drinking. I had a couple of people over on Friday, which was my actual date of birth. I mean, 24 years ago, that was my actual date of birth, but my
Okay.
birthday. And we're chilling in the backyard. I'm waiting for some of my friends who I know through Survivor to come over. We're chilling, listening to music. They actually helped me make the playlist. Boom, one of them tested positive for COVID. So at the last minute, like we had to change our plans. A lot less people were coming. But you know what? For this year, I'm trying to be a little bit more patient. I'm trying to roll with the punches. So we still had a good time. I didn't let a little bit of Miss Rona ruin my night. It's so
Good.
2020, letting Rona
That,
ruin your time.
that part. Who cares about social distancing and stuff? We're gonna get COVID and keep it moving. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
oh no, for our immunocompromised friends out there, at least we tested, we kept it
Okay.
safe. Everyone was
Yeah.
feeling well. No confirmation that it was a super spreader event just yet. But
Yeah.
we kept drinking through the day. Yesterday, we celebrated my man and I. We went to the spa. That was a fun little
Mm.
moment. We
Okay.
get on the ferry, we're going to Governor's Island in New York. We get to the spa, we're checking in, and we're about to have the most relaxing day. Boom, the fire alarm goes off.
Did you flip the switch or no?
And honestly, I don't know. Couldn't imagine like you're getting a massage and then boom, beep, beep, beep. So and luckily that wasn't a bad omen. We ended up having a very relaxed day, chilling by
Mm-hmm.
the pool, get a little massage. But yeah, when I heard those fire alarms going off, I was like, please God, let this be the only bad thing that happens today, because my heart can't handle it.
Sounds like a national Nicole day, if you ask me.
Bruh.
Anything that you will want to happen during that birthday, that definitely happened. You know.
And thank God the queen died a day before my birthday, because I
Oh my,
really couldn't deal with sharing the attention. Like,
that
I need my
too.
birthday to be about me.
Yeah.
Imagine every year for the rest of my life, bitches being like, can you believe the queen died 5 years ago on this
Yo,
day?
yo,
Thank
Twitter was
God.
wild. Twitter was wild when that happened because I mean, obviously the queen died. I'm like, all right, like
I mean, like,
another,
how does that affect me personally?
yeah.
I mean, I hope my
But
Canadian friends got a day off of work. They deserve it.
do it. Why would they get a day off of
I
work?
thought like they some at some point they were ruled. I think they were half French,
I
half
don't
British.
know.
I mean, British Columbia, that has to be from something. It's giving
True.
colonization though, with a name like
True.
that.
Yeah, that definitely is right. But no, Twitter was like unhinged that day. The amount of memes I saw flowing through, not even just there, Instagram too. I don't watch the WWE, but there as well.
Oh
There
my
was
god.
just like Queen death jokes going on all over the place. And, it made you think. It's like imagine being like such a bad person that when you die, like the entire world just like rejoices. It makes you think about perspective. You know what I'm saying?
No, Jamaican Twitter, they were going off last night. Everyone was
Oh my
celebrating.
god.
Irish Twitter. Did you see the video of those people Irish step dancing in front of the Buckingham Palace to the song "Another One Bites the Dust"?
I'm
The
dead. No.
nuance of how fucked up that is insane. You need to understand layers of history. You need to be paying attention in European history to understand why that's so fucked up.
These people are just crazy. But that's what we live in right now, so it's like I can only see only a couple other people where like if they die, everyone's going to just make fun of them, like Donald Trump.
Bro, she knew Hitler. Like, I'm sorry, I can't.
That
Like,
too.
that would make
Yeah,
me anti-Semitic if I was mourning. You know?
I could see Trump and I could see Takashi 6ix9ine going through that.
Oh my
Like
god.
if that day ever comes for either one of those individuals, I feel like everyone's going to have like a wild field day with that on the internet. So it's
No,
like
for real.
it's kind of messy.
No,
I don't wish
people
that on
don't
anyone though.
like. Yeah, no one likes child predators. Takashi, not a fan of his. Actually, somebody who I know through RHAP, her husband is a prosecutor, and he cross-examined Six
Mm,
Nine in court. And there's like
wow.
photo sketches of him with Takashi with his rainbow ass hair. It's hysterical. I need to pull those up and put
Whoa.
them on the website or something.
That's
Uh,
kind of insane.
nah, damn. Like,
I thought it was
imagine
pretty
going to
cool.
work and you got to deal with that bullshit.
And like the amount of like media attention on that thing was wild.
Couldn't be
So
me.
yeah.
I mean, at least it's a free sketch of yourself. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. So, I'm trying to think. So I told you I started my new job this week.
Love to hear
Um,
about it.
my feet feel like they're like going to fall off. I'm not going to lie, but like I've done labor jobs before, so it's okay.
Hmm.
Pays me a good amount of money.
As
I
they
can
should.
handle it. Yeah, I can handle it. But like, oh my goodness, it's so intimidating because like, all right, I'm getting trained right now to do my job, obviously, and so I have to like follow through with people all day, but one of them I feel bad, so he's like telling me that like basically he's like I'm gonna get fired at some point.
Ooh.
So like he was like telling me like how to do the jobs and everything. He was like showing me the ins and out, and he was like doing shortcuts. He was like, you don't do this, I'm gonna do it though, but you don't do this. And like he's like so funny. He'll be like we're not supposed to like put something somewhere, we're supposed to sign in or whatever. He's like, I don't upload photos, I don't do this or that. They'll just give me the same general like rundown of why I shouldn't do it, and they'll just let me go. He's like, but if you're coming here, hi. But if he's like if you're coming here, he's like, I might get fired, and he starts freaking out. I'm like, bro, they're not gonna fire you. They're gonna move you somewhere
Yeah.
else.
I
Yeah,
mean, he sounds
funny.
like a real one. He's giving you the shortcuts.
That part, yeah, I was actually pretty appreciative of that because I will take full advantage of those. But tell me why. So we're at like some Walmart, like doing our job. Obviously, like we're not one place at the same time all day. We have to
Hmm.
go a bunch of places. Um, this this guy and his whole entourage, he has like a Walmart channel, right? And he has like an
Okay.
entourage of like people. So he seems semi important. I don't know what his
Hmm.
job is. Allegedly, he's like some guy in charge of like marketing and like the region or whatever. I walk outside, and I guess my coworker left a bunch of boxes on the ground. And he looks to me. I'm about to just like go to my car because I'm going to my next stop. He's like, "Hey, you! Did you leave this here?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "But my coworker's gonna come get it real quick." He's like, "Oh well, you know what? Come pick this up, and if you guys leave these here ever again, you're not welcome in Walmart." And I was like, and he was
Ban me
yelling,
from the
bro,
largest store in America.
and bro,
Okay.
he
Me
was
and my,
yelling
my
at me.
products.
But look, he was yelling at me, and see, I had this was a lot of judgment because like usually I would snap or I would be like cursing them out, but I looked around me. There's a whole bunch of other people looking at me, and I'm like, this is my first day at this job. I'm like, I cannot get fired. So I was like, okay, and I just keep walking. That guy apparently went on like a power trip and went to the Pepsi people and did the same thing to them and to the Canada Dry people. And then he apparently went to someone who was working at Walmart who was standing on something. He was like, if I ever see you do this again, you're gonna be fired on the spot. Like this guy was like going around flexing his power, bro. So I was like, what the heck was that? So that was a little intimidating,
That
but
it's so not that deep. If he
it's
runs through
not.
all of the beverage companies, he's gonna just be selling Poland Spring. And like, who wants that?
I don't care. Listen, it ain't got nothing to do with me. He can't
The
fire
people are gonna
me.
suffer.
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, well, that was something. That was just only one day though. The other 2 days were perfectly fine.
Bro, is
But
that guy by chance holding a clipboard? I feel like people with clipboards can get whatever the hell they want.
he wasn't. The people in his entourage were.
Of course they were. See?
They were. They were just following him. You know those movies where like those rich people will like walk through places and these people would be following him, following his every whim. Like
The
everyone's like,
uncredited extras.
there you go, there you go. That's who he was. You know, so that joint was wild. I was like, I've never seen that before in my life. It was just so wild, but
You're like,
that
damn, it's only my
happened.
third day out here. What the hell?
It was my second
Ugh.
officially, but my first time at that store. So I was like,
No, anytime to say an Uzi meme, I will, you know?
yeah, basically. But what big thing has happened during your week?
Okay, so on Labor Day, unfortunately, we made others labor on my behalf. I went to the MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. We went to see, I just had like the feminine urge to go see the Starry Night, so I went and did that.
Okay.
I had a very terrible experience happen to me. I might have mentioned it briefly. So we were walking through this like narrow corridor to get to the
Mm-hmm.
Matisse paintings. Matisse, he sells some of like he's dead obviously, but his paintings
Yeah.
go for like millions and millions of dollars. I would like to
Mm-hmm.
see it. So we're walking through this corridor and there's like a really pungent odor. I turn to my man and I go, "It smells like someone's been farting in this couch. Like it smells like it
Okay.
just smells like a fart." He points ahead. We were getting crap dusted. The people in front of us were farting on us as they were walking.
That's dirty.
We were in all places. This is a museum. We paid money to get into this place. We are supporting the arts, and this is how we're treated. Genuinely, we just looked ahead. He was farting with wild abandon. It was
Well, he
wild.
was just like leaving fart clouds behind him. He was just like
It
walking
was
and letting
genuinely
him.
giving fart cloud.
That's
It
bad,
was
man.
wild. I just can't believe people in 2022 have no regard for others. Like maybe it was because he was a man. Um, like I guess like they never have regard for others, but this shit was
Mm-hmm.
stinky. Like in my head, I was like, what did this man eat before coming to the MoMA? And like, why was it bubble tea? Why was it like Dunkin' Grande size
Oh
of
man.
2% milk? That's what he had
Mm-hmm.
before the museum. That's what it was
Maybe
smelling
he's
like
lactose
in front of
intolerant.
that. Why is it my problem now?
It's not.
Yeah, so that was one of my most offensive parts of the week. It was great to see the Starry Night. um I did get my revenge on that guy. When he was turned around, I gave him the finger, so
Oh,
that
did
was a
you
good
saw him
moment for
again?
me. I mean, he
Oh,
didn't see
okay.
it, yeah, but I flipped the bird like it was 2011, you know.
What was his reaction to it?
Oh, he was turned around. I made sure. I'm a bitch. I didn't do it with
Oh,
his face forward.
I was about to say, you really be picking violence like that? Like,
Bruh. No, my man, he had to hold me back. I was ready to fight. He was with a child, so maybe the kid
oh,
like shit himself. But I
oh,
thought I heard the farts, and like every time he stepped, I thought I heard a little toot. Like I
yeah.
get that that's your strategy for covering it
But
up, but like you affect like people just have no idea that like I'm perceiving them, and it's embarrassing for
mm-hmm.
them. It's
Hey, look,
embarrassing.
that's not your problem though. That's not.
Yeah. It was a good rest of the day. Saw the Starry Night, saw the Matisse, did my thing, went home, smoked a bowl. You know, it was a usual
Mm-hmm.
Labor Day for me. It was good to have the day off. It was even better to have the 4 days of a work week afterwards. Like, that's probably
Good.
the bonus of having the 3 day weekend.
I miss going to the museum and just stuff like that. Like I'm into museums, especially art ones. Um I went to the aquarium recently. Eh,
Love.
my girlfriend called me a hypocrite because I don't support the zoo. So I don't go
Okay.
to the zoos because it feels like torturous. Like I saw
Okay.
this video of like the zoo in Mexico, New Mexico, having like I said, my God, not Nevada. It was a one of those zoos. They had a polar bear in it, and I guess there was like some global warming stuff happened, and it like snowed there. I forget which year it was, but it snowed there, and the polar bear looked like he was having like the best time of his life. So I'm like, I don't support the zoos anymore. So we went to an aquarium because I like the aquarium, and then my girlfriend was like, why don't you like aquariums if you don't like the zoos? And I was like, well, I mean, fish are dumb.
I was gonna say when it's under the water, they don't have brains.
Yeah, I was like, fish are dumb. But then I thought of two things. I thought of Finding Nemo, and then I thought of Happy Feet because there were like some like birded
Yeah.
puffins, whatever, like swimming in them. So
Puffins.
I was like, maybe I am a hypocrite. I don't know, because I like the aquarium. I love the aquarium, but I don't go to zoos. Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, I know that like there's some clause that if like something is classified as a zoo, like
Hmm.
you can't have zoo in the title unless you have some like conservation effort going on. But to some extent, it low key exploitative, like on
Yeah,
some fundamental level. I know my
yeah.
girlies, her and her boyfriend have a Bronx Zoo yearly membership, so I know at least they're giving
Mm,
money to the conservation effort directly with their coin. But
hmm.
I'm not really about the zoo like that, so I'm not going to give them all my coins, you know.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, for example, all the predators are actually, I think, in one, like they'll put fish together that aren't going to eat each other.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, I feel bad because, like, all right, there's a bunch of sharks in one area, and then like they have like this huge tank, or whatever, but it's like dark. They look so lonely. I'm like, okay. I
Yeah.
mean, well, they usually reside in dark waters, but still. But then you move on a little bit longer, and then like you got like these little seahorses or whatever, and they're just like in like this small little box. So I'm like, all
Mhm.
right, maybe I am a hypocrite. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Honestly, it's the cognitive dissonance. Like, and sometimes I don't question my cognitive dissonance. I
yeah,
just feel the way I feel and move on.
yeah. That's just how I feel. I'm like, maybe it's bad that I'm judging them based off of their possible brain power, but
Hey,
it's
hey, they're
okay.
animals. It's not like you're doing that to people.
See, that's bad though.
If
Like,
they had thumbs, we could fight, but they don't have
okay,
thumbs, so I don't want to hear it.
so look, if people are doing that to like dogs and cats, for example,
Oh, see, now this is my cognitive
see, we're
dissonance clicking in.
hypocrite. We're hypocrites. We're
Oh,
hypocrites as a
PETA
society.
is
I don't know.
shutting down the Silent Podcast right now.
I don't care. Screw PETA. Technology sucks.
Good, good. And we said that shit publicly.
So what's next on your list? I know you said you wrote a whole list.
Oh my gosh. So this is so embarrassing. I'm going to tell a very humbling, embarrassing story, and hopefully the people that listen to the podcast, no one will give me a hard time about it.
Okay.
So a few weeks ago, I was preparing for fantasy football. Me and my Survivor girlies always do fantasy football every year. Last year, I had a really good chance to win the whole thing, and then Patrick Mahomes threw an interception, as he often does, and I came in third.
Okay.
Whatever, a year rolls around, I'm studying, I have my dream team ready to go. Thursday rolls around, 10 p.m. I fall asleep on the couch.
Mm, 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 mm,
I
mm.
fall asleep through my draft. And in the auto draft picked up at least 4 rapists. So I had to drop all 4 of those rapists. So now I have the team from hell.
What you get,
It
Deshaun
really
Watson?
is the struggle bus, and I think we're doing a punishment. So if I get punished for being woke and getting rid of the woman beaters, I mean that is part of our team rules.
Okay.
I'm gonna be pissed, but like now every single Sunday, I just have to pray that like it doesn't get that much worse. Because right now I'm in the trenches. I am fighting for my life.
See, you should have had it on auto pick or whatever.
So auto draft was good. I just didn't have the I didn't know how to put people on a do not draft list.
Yeah.
It was not giving. I was so
My
excited too. I was so excited. See, now you're humbling me. I don't need to be humbled. I'm already ashamed.
See, it's crazy because I actually did a fantasy draft too with, I mean, my old job. I don't work there anymore. But
Yeah.
my coworker was running a fantasy football, and I don't do it anymore because I'll get to that in a second.
Hmm.
But this is my first fantasy football league in a long time. So I actually forgot that we were drafting that day, and my friend called me and was like, "Yo, you know you're drafting right now." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh hell
So
no.
yeah, but I mean I have a good team, so it's fine. I'm gonna whip everybody's
Oh,
ass. But
like at least
the,
it's like only $20. Like, but I could win a lot of money.
well, everyone's putting in 50 for mine.
Oh, see, I'm glad my team's not. I got blessed for that.
See, it's like the problem why I don't even do them like that anymore is because me and my friend group we used to do them like religiously, but we're very competitive. So
Mhm.
like my friend Josh, sorry Josh, I just name drop you. He's a cheater. He's such a cheater because he was the commissioner. So
Flop.
I at the time didn't know anything about football, but I watched basketball, so I know everything about analytics and all that. And I'm a savage. I will package people away for star players, and at the end of
Mm.
every single season, I will come out with like the super team, and it'll piss everybody off. They were like, "How's he doing this?" I'm like, "I'm giving you what you need, and you give me what I want."
Mm-hmm.
So I traded like this huge blockbuster trade with this guy who doesn't know anything about football, but he just didn't care. My friend
Mm-hmm.
Josh got mad and vetoed it, so that was strike one. And then second thing was my friend stepdad actually beat him in the game, but he was watching the game and was like, I don't agree with the calling that the refs made. Da 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 da. He took it upon himself and took points off of their game so he could win because he said that it was bad refereeing. And I was like, oh, so you're just blatantly cheating at this point. I'm done. I can't do this anymore because I'm gonna get mad.
Where is
But
the couth? There's no couth
there's
with
not.
this man.
He's
Josh, we are never
crazy.
playing Stratego together. We are not playing
No,
no Catan, no games, no Uno. He's probably shoving the
no.
cards up his ass in that game.
I don't trust him anymore, so we're not doing that anymore. But I'm trying this with new people, so we'll see how it goes. I'm overly competitive, Nicole. Like, I talk a lot of trash.
I do love to hurt feelings, but sometimes I can't be crossing the line. I'm too much of a
You
people
know,
pleaser to really hurt anybody's feelings that bad.
agreed.
I
Although,
mean, I
like,
give people the finger behind their back, like literally. What does
well,
that say about me?
that's when they're fighting
Strangers,
right
but they
now.
also farted on me. So like, don't
There
shit
you
on me if
go.
you don't want to not get a finger to your back.
See, look, I'm retired from minis, right?
Hmm.
But
You're protecting your peace.
yes, but I would like to see a silent podcast do something one day where everyone plays just one game of something and then that's it.
Don't do that. I'm gonna put all of my friends in a mega alliance, and it's not
Well,
gonna
do
be
it.
fun.
I don't
Oh,
care. Do it. That would be funny.
we're gonna have to have HR on standby for that.
Listen, I'm gonna get like either Black Widow Brigade or I'm gonna get something down, and I'm gonna see who's interested. I already know the people. Most people are gonna say no. I'm gonna force everyone to do it anyway. It doesn't matter.
It's like
And
team building. It's our asylum
yeah,
podcast retreat.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna like pregame and have something with Naomi and Gia or something and try to run the game?
So I don't pregame. The one time I did a mini, my good friend Preston was putting it on.
Yeah,
I joined like 17th in the cast, and I knew one person on the cast, and other people were like RHA people I was friends with. And then of
yeah,
course our good pal Mark Levy joined at the last minute, and somebody
yeah.
else I knew. And Sarah Ferguson, who has Shit
I know who
90s
she is.
Pod.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people I like knew and got along with. And me and Sarah ended up going final two. Um, but like the people I got Mark and MJC to the end with me. So it was like,
Hmm.
yeah, I was protected on all sides. I got very lucky. So I maybe it's my time. If I've proven that I can win the easy way, maybe I'll be in my villain era.
Okay.
I won't say anything too hurtful, clearly, because I don't want anyone to hate me. And I love
Yeah.
being able to podcast freely. Like, how would I ever give up this platform to talk shit? Like, that's crazy.
You don't. That's the
I can't.
problem.
So that's why I have to be on my best behavior. If we do have a game, maybe like sometimes when I play Mafia and I get out early for no reason, it's kind of like a relief. So maybe it'll be like one of those things where I could like
I can't
suicide
play
out.
Mafia because I
Feelings
don't
get hurt
either.
when I play Mafia. I cry.
See, I like hurting people's feelings when I'm the mafia, but when I'm the townspeople, I have the worst read on the planet.
It's like, how dare
And
you?
yeah, yeah, I look so stupid afterwards. I'm like, I can't play that anymore.
Bruh, and I play Mafia with actors in New York City.
Oh, that's
Jordan
crazy.
Kalish knows a lot of actors. We have a couple of actors in our group. I mean, Mark's an actor. People are like, I don't know, like the apologies after are very sincere.
That would be interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. You know what? Talking this out, we're gonna make that happen just so I can see what you do.
No, yeah, no. This shit
I
is
want
gonna
the
be so good. You're
chaos.
gonna need to put it behind a paywall.
I'm gonna record it too, and I'll make it
Oh,
into a video.
oh, of course, it's gonna be a 3-part movie, and we're gonna be doing behind the
No,
scenes. It's gonna
it's
be
gonna
giving making the band.
making the. So here's another thing. I have to catch up on a lot of my movies. I'm
Me
gonna
too.
my girlfriend. I think I told you she's going to school in Atlanta. So what we
Mm.
do is every Sunday we like call and we watch something.
Oh,
So I want to watch the new Pinocchio movie. Um, I don't know why. I just kind of want to watch it. But when I was doing that, and I went on Disney Twitter. Disney, I don't know if they had like some kind of expo or something recently.
they
They just
did.
announced a whole bunch of stuff. Marvel announced stuff and Star Wars. I'm like, I'm already like behind on everything that I need to watch now. But there's so much content coming out. It's like I don't know, I feel a little intimidated.
The Little Mermaid promo, I was gagged.
Yeah.
Haley eating, eating. Oh my god, she's coming for that Oscar, and I'm scared.
That's my celebrity crush. That's my celebrity
Wait,
life.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
so gorgeous, and I love both of them together. They just have such
Yeah.
beautiful voices. That album where they both have the wings. So
Oh, Ungodly Hour. That's one of my
Ungodly
favorite
Hour, thank you.
albums in
Because
history.
I feel
Like,
like the self-titled on that song is one of my least favorite songs on the whole album, but that's just a
mm,
testament to how talented they are, you know?
yeah, yeah. That's literally. I've done the podcast on it on our before,
Of
but
course, of course.
it's like one of my favorite albums of all time. Like, I think
Yeah.
there's no skips on it or anything. I miss talking about
Yeah.
music. I'm not gonna
Do you
lie,
know
but
what one of my favorite albums of all time is?
no, what is it?
Can you read that?
Control. Oh,
CTRL. It's my
SZA.
favorite album of
Control.
all time. I love SZA
Control's
so
good.
much. I don't care that she's a pathological liar. I don't care that she has
Why are
never
you calling
spoke
it
one
that?
truth in her life. She said she's never owned a TV. She said that she's
Oh, okay.
allergic to most fruits and vegetables, but has been pictured
Okay.
eating salads on multiple occasions.
That's
But when
fair.
she dropped Control Deluxe, I started sobbing at my desk at work.
I'm dead. How did
Bro,
you
Love
like
Galore, the OG, like the alt version. Now I
yes.
can listen to it in peace. I mean, Travis Scott, like I forgive and
You
I
don't like
forget,
the one with
but
Travis?
I mean, it's difficult for me to publicly say I enjoy it after everything that happened. So
I don't care. I do it anyway.
okay,
But that's
Astro
fair.
World came out when I was a whore, so it was a good time. I related to crazy memories.
Okay. Did you like so you're a SZA fan, Stan, whatever you want to call
SZA,
it.
like I would kill a small child to get. I was supposed to see her at the box, and
Mm-hmm.
it got so crazy it got shut down. She never even showed up. And the box is like a crazy venue in New York, so it's
I
like
would have been
cursed. I saw
mad.
she was performing at Global Citizen, and then I was so excited she's performing at Global Citizen in Ghana. Bitch, how
Mm,
am I gonna get to Ghana?
you can't.
Yeah, I was
That's gonna be
very upset when
broke.
I saw that. I'll probably end up watching it live anyways.
So did you listen to the Persuasion remix you did with Dochi?
It's my second most listened to song this month. It's so good.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, I love
I'm a
Doechii.
Doja. I'm
I
I'm
knew
a huge Dochi fan. So
no, she's up and coming. Put her on the remix, Nikki, or are you scared?
I don't think she's ready for. See, she should really make music with Dochi. I would love that.
No, if
Love that a
Nikki
lot.
only, I don't know. Like I love Nikki, just like pure talent. You can't be beat, but sometimes I want to like kind of similar to Taylor Swift. I want to shake them. Like, why is this your lead single choice? Why is this your choice of collabs? Why are you putting Haim on the track if they're not going to even sing? Like,
So
you
where do
know,
you sit right now in the female rapper turf war that's going on?
I mean, it's just so tough. I mean,
There's the Nicki
yeah.
army going on, and then there's the Cardi army. The Nicki army, you're seeing she's working with Doja. She has
Hmm. Is she
God,
beefing with Megan right now?
it's looking crazy. I
It's
ain't
a little
gonna
shady,
lie.
yeah.
And then she has
Well,
Bia, and
her and
then
Bia are like her and Bia. They can't stop
yeah,
smooching.
and then Cardi seems to have Megan on her side, and
Yeah.
then I wanted to say the City Girls, but not really anymore because now JT's on, and they're good with Nicki now. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a turf war, and then there's a people in the middle like Lotto, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's like the female rap is so interesting because it's
Where
like
does Young Miami sit on this situation?
she's a city girl. So
Okay. Well, okay.
Cardi,
I didn't realize you meant both of them. You said
yeah.
JT. I'm like,
Well, they're
I
both
mean,
good
all
with
the people
Nicki
want to fuck
now.
JT.
I mean, they're both good with Nicki now, but
Yeah.
I feel like if they had to pick a side, it would have been Cardi.
Yeah, and the thing about Bodak Yellow is like that song broke the internet. That whole album, I mean, I do with SZA, I gotta stand that. Like it came out at such a great time. Like Cardi was winning in that time. Like I wish that
Right. The
Queen
longevity
by Nicki
war.
did better because there's great tracks, Barbie Dreams, like that piece of my
Mm-hmm.
heart. The way that she dragged all those men within an inch of their lives, it was iconic. But you can't deny that Cardi had that moment and she was the moment in that moment.
I would love to see a day where they just both get over it and make music together. I don't. If they did that, that could potentially be like one of the biggest songs ever. But like, I feel
Huge
like
day
they
for
won't.
women's rights if that happened.
Yeah, I don't think they
Huge
will
day for
though.
women.
In fact, actually, while we're talking, I'm like just checking, and Cardi B is trending on Twitter. That's actually pretty funny.
Oh,
Um,
interesting. My
yeah.
friend saw her at the American Dream Mall getting an Auntie Anne's pretzel, so she's just like us for real.
Hmm. Yeah, she
I
is. She's
love an Auntie
accurate.
Anne's pretzel. I work right by a mall. Going to the mall is like Just it brings me back to when I was 13. I get a pretzel, go to H&M, touch the cardigans. It's a very humbling for me. It brings me back to my roots.
I feel like being a celebrity is probably very tiring. And I made a tweet about this recently. I mean, I know like Big Brother Survivor people are not celebrities. Well,
Hmm.
no, I mean they're celebrities, but like the lowest class possible. You know what I'm
To a certain group of people, they are a
saying?
celebrity.
Yeah, so like I can classify myself, but I feel like celebrities, if anything, like music, TV, whatever, I feel like it will be so tiring because you can't really do anything that's like what you would do back in your
Hmm.
old days anymore. Like there's too many eyes on you. There's so many people trying to like, hey, what's up? Or even like if you like smoked or something, like you can't really do that as much because like you get pulled
Hmm.
over. Oh, it's headlines everywhere. Blah blah blah. Like you have to move very careful, and I feel like that kind of to get that life, you kind of have to sacrifice like privacy.
Yeah.
Imagine
And
like
I'm
music getting booked
loud.
out.
I couldn't shut
Yeah,
up. Yeah, I couldn't do it.
yeah, I would lose my mind. I feel like Doja's kind of having one of those moments right now. We also
Hmm.
saw like Paris Hilton do that. It's just like Britney. Like I can see myself having that moment where I'm just like, yo, I don't want you people like staring at me anymore.
No, for real. Like that's that's iconic level of celebrity. Like right now we're talking about Johnny Mac. Like different ball game. But also, if I saw Johnny Mac in public, I met him once.
Oh,
I was shitting and crying and throwing up in that moment. If I saw him today, I would be shitting and crying and throwing up.
Dennis.
Oh, my poor man. I hope he's not listening because Johnny Mac was my celebrity crush for a time.
Really? You were a Johnny Mac fan.
Johnny Mac Stan.
Okay.
When him and Steve fucked up, I just remember being so disappointed, but I forgive because I'm a forgiving person.
Yeah. Interesting.
Jesus forgave, I can forgive.
Okay. Okay. All right. Last thing. Give me one more thing, Nicole.
Okay, one more thing from this week. Friends got COVID,
Mm.
fantasy football. Anything good with work? I mean, I work by the World Trade Center, so it's been an interesting week. I've been in so many tourist pictures,
Yeah.
probably. I mean, never forget, bitch. I can't forget. I see the World Trade Center every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a great way to end 9/11. Very fun, very
What did
positive.
what's in that area now? Is it just like what did they do there?
I mean, the mall, they put, oh my God, the fact that there's a mall where the Twin Towers once store that once stood,
I
that's so
didn't know
American
that.
capitalism for you. Yeah, it's the
I had no
Oculus.
clue.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I
like there's
work
just a
in
mall
that
there. There's
area,
no
so.
like there's no memorial or anything. Like
Oh, there's a big memorial. We actually walked
okay.
past it. We have a new girl on our team, so we took her to lunch and we were
Mm-hmm.
walking back and I pointed at the memorial. I'm like, never forget, right? And this was like 3 days
Yeah.
ago. And she was like, oh crap, it's on Friday. I was like, damn, I guess you forgot. Dragged her. I was like, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Humor, humor.
That's nice of you guys to take her out to lunch. You guys do that?
I mean, it was the first day. Like,
Mm.
and also, Dos Toros do be having a good coupon.
So wait, you're like are you so what do you do?
So I am a public servant. I work in public housing for the city
Okay.
of New York. I do compliance. I do a lot of like apartment and public space inspections. I look for like life-threatening deficiencies. I help developments get the resources they need to fix things like up to industry standards. But like low key, it's a losing game. Like we can talk about like public policy all day because the buildings are so old. A lot of times you're just putting a band-aid on things because we don't have the money to just like gut all the buildings and redo all the pipes and
Mm-hmm.
destroy the walls that were once painted with lead paint. We have to go in and abate those all
Mm-hmm.
step by step. And like this is like serious stuff. It's people's like life and well-being at risk. So I'm just so thankful that I have a job where I know I'm helping people, making their lives easier, doing a really difficult job. So like I'm definitely like if they are to have me, if they hear me on this podcast, want to fire me, whatever. I mean, I'm hysterical. They need me as a personality hire. Like, I love what I do. So hopefully I'll be
Yeah.
able to chill here for a little bit. And like the dream, and it sounds so unlike me, because like you hear me talking shit all day, talking pop
Mm-hmm.
culture, talking gossip, Real Housewives. But I would
Mm-hmm.
love to like be a director of policy using what I've been doing in the field to like make
Mm.
real change within the organization so that we can provide better service more efficiently. So
Okay.
maybe one day I'll be a little girl boss, deputy director. I think that could be
You're like
fun. But I'm
basically I'm
definitely like
just you're like basically I'm that bitch. That's what you're
I
saying.
really enjoy what I do. I mean, I didn't get a master's degree just to like twiddle my
Fuck
thumbs. So
around. Yeah. And I
yeah,
feel that.
I have to girl boss before the world girl bosses me into the
Where are
grave.
you on like the chain of command?
Oh, I'm like pretty like I was an intern and then they hired me full time, but it's a little bit above entry level. Like you needed
Okay.
to either have a certain number of years of experience or a degree. And I was able to combine because I used to work in state government. So I combined that experience with me being in school and I was able to qualify for the
Look
employment.
at you.
It's
Okay.
civil service, so it's like for this one it was non-competitive, so I didn't take the test, but
Mm-hmm.
I low key am starting to study for it so I could be a civil
Good.
servant. Like I get a pension, that's really giving.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Good.
security we need. And I love having the time to be able to like explore my passions outside of the workplace because my passions and my job are different. But I mean, if I'm making people laugh here and I'm making people's lives easier at my work, I guess I'm fulfilled.
Yeah.
But maybe
Good.
this is contentment.
Yeah. You
Then
guys
why
see
am I
that? This
always
is my
bitching and
friend.
complaining?
Because that's life. We're humans.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Oh,
That's my friend right there. You see that? Yeah. Accomplish. Okay.
girl, I may
But
not ever get my hair cut or do my eyebrows, but I do have a job, so I'm
how low do
winning.
you want to cut your hair?
Oh, you just need to get it trimmed so it grows longer. Like right now, most
Uh,
of the blonde at the bottom is broken off, so
okay.
I'm fighting for my life.
You got this. I believe
No, and
in
I
you.
was saying, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but every time I want to dye my hair darker, I hear Kirsten McGinnis in my head saying, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." So,
Do whatever you want, Nicole. Don't let anyone take down your
but
shine. You know what
Kirsten
I'm
has
saying?
such great taste.
I know. But you
Uh,
also gotta take the your hair in your own hands. You get me?
yeah, it's a very personal matter. It is on my head, so.
Well, there you have it. We were just that's our little update for our week. It's been an interesting week for both of us, but we're here. And yeah, okay. So if you enjoy this podcast, please definitely just give us a review. We want to see how you feel about the Nicole and Isaiah show, Isaiah and Nicole show. I'm gonna have Nicole do the intro next episode. That's what we're definitely going to do.
I'm
Well,
ready. I love
yeah,
to say ridiculous things. I think I introduced a guest on the Top Chef podcast as
yeah.
funny, great, and handsome. So you know what? I'm always giving good intros. I'll start writing mine
Ooh,
for yours next. For I'm starting writing it right now in my head.
should we bring guests on here sometimes?
I think that could be fun. We would just
Yeah,
definitely need to. I would have to do
figure it
more
out.
prep than writing things in my notes app, but I think that would be fun.
All right, cool. All right. Well, if you enjoy this, oh wait, real quick, Nicole, where can people find you?
Oh, behind the secret, anywhere people can be found on the internet, especially on the internet, not in real life.
Exactly, behind a secret, but no secrets at all.
No
And then you can
secrets.
you can find me at 8 Ball Bangers like usual, and it should be uploaded today. But check out my Pod Friends video with Matt Scott today. I think it's going to get uploaded today.
Oh my!
Yeah,
About damn time!
yeah,
About damn time!
yeah. So check that out. But okay. Until next time, we will be back for episode 4 of this podcast. But until then, see you later. Bye.